Hey everyone, it's Lance with the Ride with Lance. And I just got back from Nashville. Yes. We took a vacation, did a family reunion for a few days, and then went down for like 4 days and spent it in downtown Nashville, visiting all those honky tonks, listened to some great country music, some great rock and roll, some 80s, all kinds. I was very impressed. Nashville, Tennessee, actually. You know, coming from California, it's a sticker shock, but in the opposite direction. They got down there, and when we were Ubering from the airport, or no, we rented a car, and the rental counter, the guy asks, "Can I see your driver's license?" I told him, "You can, just don't laugh," because it's California driver's license. And he goes, "Oh, I won't laugh," but then he goes, "Now, you being from California, would you like us to fill your tank when you return it so you don't have to worry about filling it?" He goes, "It's only $2.68 a gallon." And my jaw just kind of dropped, because here in California, you know, I just filled up today, is $4.75. And I said, no, because I thought, you know, the prices were still a little jacked up or something. I don't know. Sure enough, we're driving. Every gas station we passed, $2.68, $2.69. I'm just like, oh man, we're definitely living in the wrong state. And then we get to my sister's house. You know, I'm talking to them about how it is living in Tennessee, price-wise. And they started talking about how much they pay on their property tax. And they have pretty much the same size house I have, but on a bigger lot. Under $2,000 a year. We're paying almost $10,000 a year. Then on top of that, find out they have no state tax. Their sales tax is almost the same as here. Car registrations, I said they were like $45 or $49. Oh my gosh, I got a 12-year-old truck, and I just paid almost $400. I definitely know we're living in the wrong state, and we're gonna have to make a move sometime. I think even my wife is starting to agree with that. But it may not be Tennessee. You know, I like North Carolina. I even like Florida. But I know there's other states out there just similar. They're not trying to screw their residents over. Why am I going so slow? I don't know. Let me help it out a little. Oh. I just put it in a cadence sensor. See how that took off? But anyways, what else is going on? Yeah, that guy's a little wrong. And he just tried to have a dig on me there, where the little girl and the father, he said, he's talking to his daughter, but you could hear that he was saying it loud enough that I would hear it. So see, like electric bikes, it's like you're really not riding a bike at all. Whatever. I'm not going to call him out in front of his daughter. But anyways, where was I? Oh yes, I wanted to talk about something that I noticed on my channel last week. And I did take some action against it. There's some fishy business going on one of my videos. I was going through my videos when I was on vacation, just looking back at some of the older ones. And I did one. It was an accessory video. And if you remember a while back, if you watched, it was the one where I had the rear view mirror attached to my helmet so you could see behind me. So when I checked it, I've already pulled it off and made it private. I'm probably going to end up deleting it because I don't really know what's going on there. I don't want YouTube to think I'm doing something wrong and then demonetizing my channel or deleting my channel. But when I checked it, it had 389 views. And then the likes on it were over 350. And that's not normal. I don't care how great of a YouTuber you are, you don't get almost 100% likes. So I think someone from that company, now I'm not going to say what company because I don't want to get myself in hot water if it wasn't true, if it happened to be somebody else or just happened to be actual fluke that it did, but I doubt it because the actual watch time on that is like 1.5 minutes. So I'm thinking somebody paid another company to put likes on my channel or on that video, just that video in particular, because it just doesn't happen. You don't get 100% likes, you don't get 90% likes. It's very rare that you even get 50% likes to the amount of views you're getting. So I think they did this to try and push the video out to more people, because you hear, and this is another thing I have against these so-called YouTube gurus. You know, the ones that will tell you how to set up your channel, what you should do to get more views. I think they're all just preaching off the same script that doesn't work. So how many times have you heard it in a video? Please hit the like button. It helps to push the video out to more people. Well, you'd think that a video that's getting almost 100% likes would be pushed out. And I think that's what this company was trying to do. And it didn't work. It didn't help at all. So I've learned two things. Okay. Where was I? Ah, yes. Learn two things. One, YouTube gurus are... Oh, you're good. You're good. Watch out.
Watch out.
Okay. So, learn two things. I should say most of these YouTube so-called gurus are just a bunch of liars. All they're doing is copying old information that never worked in the first place And they're doing it just so they can make videos for themselves. Because I've been around this game too long to realize the stuff they're peddling, it don't work. And the other thing is, I got to really keep an eye out who I decide to do business with in terms of reviewing products. Because a company doing something like this behind your back without your permission, it could have had devastating consequences. YouTube could have come in and said, look, you hired somebody to put a bunch of likes on, a bunch of fake likes on your channel. That's a no-no. That's a violation of the terms. We're banning you, deleting your channel, and all that work you've done over the years is just out the door. So I'm going to be a lot more careful, a lot more picky. I mean, I'm already picky with the e-bikes I get, but I'm going to be a lot more picky with any company that is offering accessories. Now, I do have one come up that I've actually been working with the company on it, not to get it to review, but giving my 2 cents on it. And that's going to be a headlight, an aftermarket headlight, really bright headlight, really long-lasting battery headlight. I'll probably put it on the Lectric Expedition, since that would be the most likely bike I would ride at night. You know, I'm not a night rider, but it seems to be a pretty cool product. It's designed so it doesn't blind oncoming riders or motorists. It's designed to keep a beam like right in the pathway right here. But it's also got some other things on it. So should we take the dirt? Yeah, let's take the dirt. We'll go down here. Rattle the bike a little. But yeah, now that company I do trust. I've dealt with them before. You'll see it in here not too long. A couple of upcoming videos. But yeah, I just wanted to make some other YouTube reviewers. It doesn't have to necessarily be e-bikes. It could be anything. To keep their eye out for that kind of activity on their channel. You know, and it's just happened. I just went to go back and look at older videos, and I found it. I'm like, that's strange. That's really strange. So, like I said, right now I got that video set as private, and I'll probably delete it. Because I don't want to be involved in anything shady like that. Not one bit. But what else do we got going on since I've been back? I've only been back like 1.5 days. And I was really itching to just get out and ride when I was there. I was very tempted to rent one of those city bikes, one of those, what is it, Bird? You know, the ones that the city puts out there, or they hire a company to put out there for people to use to commute who don't have bikes. But then I started looking at them. I'm like, ugh. And I didn't bring my GoPro or anything with me, but there's also a lot of electric scooters out there. But they seem to be charging a ridiculous amount. I think my daughter looked at one and they were like charging $7 or $8 an hour. I remember when they were like $1, or was it first mile was free, or 2 miles were free, and then it was $1.50 an hour, or a mile after that. I don't know, but it just seemed like too expensive. And I looked at them, and they were pretty ratty looking, so I'm like, yeah, we'll walk. We'll use our regular LPCs, you know, leather personnel carriers, our shoes. But yeah, Tennessee, downtown Broadway. That was a fun time. Got to see all the honky tonks. Got to listen to some really good country music, you know, classic country, 90s country, early 2000s, and up today. And what was really nice about it is people of all ages were there. You know, the day they let the kids come into the honky tonks, listen to music, do some, you know, line dancing, or take line dancing lessons. Around 8 o'clock or so, you know, they start kicking out the under 21s. But it was just real nice to see that it hits all ages, and all ages were welcome. But I would go back. Definitely need to look at some states, probably back east, to move to. So if you have any ideas or any suggestions, throw them my way. Throw them my way. I'm getting at that, you know, I'm 60 and a half. I plan on retiring at, you know, 62 sooner, if my wife would let me. She's still working. She's not ready. And, you know, I don't blame her. You know, but anyway, we got to look at something that just gives us more for our buck, because it ain't happening in California. Let's go over the bridge. This little walkway is one of my favorite bridges to ride my bike over. Keep switching back from torque to cadence. I can't make my mind up. I think my legs are still a little recovering, doing some recovery from all the walking we did. It's good for me. I don't need to be doing 20 though. Maybe I'll put it back into torque. It's one of the good things about this on the Nomad too. So you just switch it back and forth as you please. Now you might be saying, where's the XPeak pin? It's still in the garage. I'm doing a little work on it. Don't want to say what it is yet. I might be upgrading a few more parts. Just, it doesn't need to be upgraded. It's for me. It's for me. It's something I want to try. So if it works, then I'll tell you about it. If it doesn't work, then I won't tell you about it. Oh yeah, it feels good to be home though. Sleep in your own bed. Drive where you want to with your own car. You're not worrying about, okay, what's for breakfast? Where are we going to go for breakfast? Where are we going to go for lunch? Where are we going to go for dinner? All that. But yeah, let me get turned around here. Anybody behind me? No. So what else we got? We got a new bike coming in this coming week from a company called Move Can. Yeah, Move My Can. No, MOVCAN. Move Can. And it keeps up with that running joke about how these companies come up with their e-bike names. Just putting two words together, and there's your name. This one is Move Can. So we'll see how this is. Christina's actually going to help me on that. She's going to be doing a lot of that review. I'll be riding with her, but it's more of a moped style bike, and I think it's more of the type of e-bike the younger generation likes. You know, I'm going to ride it too. I'm going to do my regular review on it. But I think there's going to be more action shots of her riding it than me riding it. So she is actually looking forward to that. That's supposed to be coming in, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday. But other than that, oh yeah, there's one thing. I'm going to try and do a Q&A video. I've already got a little list of questions from the comment section. So if you have any, it could be about anything, go ahead and put them in this comment section, and I'll add it to the list if I think it's appropriate. I mean, if someone's going to get on there and make some just derogatory comments, it ain't making the list. But yeah, if you have anything, any questions about me, any questions about the bike that I've had, or, you know, the e-biking in general, just put it down there. I'll add it to the list. Hi. That's another thing about Tennessee. People are friendly. You say hi, they say hi back. And they might end up having a long conversation with them too. Did that a few times in Tennessee. That's a huge change from around here. You say hi to somebody around here, you start talking to them, they think you're up to no good or something. Yeah, my watch is telling me beep, beep, beep. But anyways, we got the bike pointed back towards home. So you know the drill. You have a great week, great ride, great weekend, great everything. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.